Alright, real quick as well, I will be live right now, so make sure to check the link down in the description to see me cast live, so there will be more chat interaction. But now have fun with this pre-recorded one. Goodbye, have fun, nice, thanks for talking to me. Good. Alright, a little bit of a different setting. Welcome everyone. Obviously this is not live, this is a recording, and we've got these two teams who are up against it, and the reason this is only a recording is because currently I'm recording this at 2 in the afternoon, so this is not my normal streaming time. My normal streaming time is 7 till most of the time around 11, pretty much every evening, so go and check that out. Twitch link will be down below. But they weren't able to, they booked a slot on stream. Then one of the team wasn't able to make it in the end. Then they moved it to this time. I apologize for that. Technically without a caster, but I was like, you know what? I want to cast this match because it should be a good one. Not necessarily important for the playoffs, not at all. Because one of the teams is 4-0 and the other team is 4-1. So basically both of them pretty much have secured that, and I do apologize for that switching. I didn't have it in studio mode, now I do. But yeah, one team is 4-0, other one is 4-1. So we're definitely going to be seeing an interesting game today here between Fable, ESPORTS, and Kung Fu Mantis. Genuinely think it could go either way, and I think a player to watch, or two players to watch actually, are Iron Wolf and Mori. Or Sky, I don't really know. Now I don't have live feedback how I should say your name, but yeah, the reason I'm doing this little intro as well is to give that to give the teams that are playing in this a little, a feeling as if they were on stream. So I will put, if I think about it, I will put a timestamp in the description of when the game starts. Or maybe just put it in the video, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, for the players who are wanting to watch a little pre-game talk as well, I have a feeling that they're in the stream. That's why I'm doing this. But from Kung Fu Mantis, a player definitely to watch is Paper Puppy, because those goals are significantly higher than anybody else on the board. So definitely going to be a player to watch, and I think Donut is going to be the more defensive player, I reckon. It clears up the midfield because he does have the most assists. So yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how these teams will go up against it. It is at the top of the league. Fable Esports currently first in the league. Kung Fu Mantis being second. Should definitely be a good game, and I'm personally expecting a game 5 out of it. Definitely looking forward to these playoffs between these teams as well. I haven't seen either team play. But it is a tier 6 division 8 match as well, so I'm not quite sure what rank that is, but for that reason I think I'll be a little bit more analytical for these players as well, purely so they know what they're doing wrong. I think these players would love to learn, so I might be a little bit more analytical, because of the rank I'm not really expecting anything crazy to happen. Maybe it will be absolute shambles and I will still lose my mind. But in theory, I am not really expecting any ridiculous goals. I'm expecting players who still don't have a full grasp of how the game should be played, but are having fun with it. So we're going to have a fun little cast as well. But yeah, that's why I'll be a little bit more analytical, because I said that to one of the players as well, that I'd help them a little bit with that. And it seems that I've not really fixed my mic problems, but it is fine enough, I think, for streaming right now. Basically, I bought this one for €60. If I would want to buy a really good one, for example, the one Aiden has, I would have to pay 180, which doesn't really fit within my streamer budget because I haven't even made anywhere near that. So yeah. Okay, now we'll join up the lobby because they are the ones who are making the lobby. Actually doesn't matter this time whether I stay in this screen Okay. They haven't made the server yet, but as soon as they do, we will. I asked them whether I should make the server or whether they would. And yeah, you guys have to bear with me. You guys, girls, or whatever else you identify as. Obviously, all is welcome here, but you might hear it in my voice. It is early morning for me, or really morning. It's 2 in the afternoon, which is early in the morning for me. So it might be a little bit different. I haven't casted it this time anywhere in my life. Not that I've been casting for such a long time, but still, that's something I've never really done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. While I'm saying all this, while I'm getting back to me sleeping, I'm actually getting tired as well. But hopefully this matchup should wake me up, and I can continue the rest of my day as well. Working on some stuff. There we go. We are now joining up. So I told them as soon as I joined up they could start. So let's get into the overlay immediately. Okay. Oh, and I've casted Fable ESPORTS before, but like really early on, or at least I remember Sky from somewhere. Yeah, the lobby is made. We can get joining up, and as you see, there are only 4 people in the lobby currently. There need to be 7. So as we wait for the final 2, I'll tell you guys a little fun story about how I lost a tourney yesterday. A 2v2 tourney with someone who's GC, and I am like C3 champ or Div 2, and I lost. We lost. So I'm still trying to process what happened, but you know, this is a shit story as well. But luckily the Kung Fu Mantis boys do join up, and I'm curious to see what's going to be happening. Fable Esports surely looking to keep that clean, I do apologize, that clean sheet in the league, and Kung Fu Mantis looking to break it very much so, but we can get into it. 5 minutes on the clock indeed, and here we go. Paper off the corner, and I said I wouldn't be expecting any ridiculous goals. Paper went off the wall immediately there, got me scared for a second. And is that just pinching on target? No, barely. As Ozone turns way too late as well. Now pops in mid. Is there anybody there? No. Paper Puppy gets to it way too late. Now Tyler doesn't want to go off the wall, decides to back off indeed. Or instead, rather. Now that's a tough read. He does miss it, but now he's open for the pass. Ozone misses it though, gives Iron Wolf an open net. And that is the score opener with Tyler and Ozone missing. Ozone probably not expecting the miss from Tyler, even though that is a very tough corner read indeed. And 30 seconds in, Fable Esports do take the lead. Now Ozone, that is a decent hit. Donut does get in the way of it. And actually I have the teams correct as well. I did not even realize, genuinely, because I did this preemptively. I didn't make the lobby. So I'm really glad these teams did it unintendedly correct. Now Iron trying to go for a little solo play. Well, Donut goes for the demo, but it doesn't really work out. He couldn't get it on top of his car the way he wanted it to. Now Donut Ozarn with a good block. Iron Wolf should be right there, and indeed reads the miss from Ozarn. I think this will be a little bit more chaotic as you see people double committing as Iron Wolf tries to go for the dish. Yeah, you see people double committing and not really having the mechanical capability. Because maybe they know what they should be doing, but if they can't execute, you know, that's going to be a problem as well. And that's something that we're going to be seeing, I think, a little more often than we're used to. Obviously, that is not a problem. For example, their Paper missing Iron Wolf wants him to take it out. You know, it's all an addition of very small things. I'm not quite sure what that boost is from Iron as well, but it sounds absolutely horrendous. I'm pretty sure it's from Iron Wolf. Sounds like an error message. Yeah, it's not Sky. Yeah, it is indeed from Iron Wolf. And we see a miss from Ozar, and a second one almost opens up a goal opportunity for Iron Wolf, but now Sky pops it up, goes after it as well. Ozar now does get the save. And Paper once again off the wall. The man who's probably the most comfortable going off the wall in this matchup, and Tyler hitting that from behind Paper, and Paper with the pass mid opened up this shot opportunity for Tyler, and Tyler slots it in very nicely behind Sky. And that's a nifty little goal coming in there from Tyler, the little dog. You gotta love the name as well. And Paper Puppy. Ozarn is the only one not in dog fashion. Or maybe Ozarn is a dog breed, I am not too sure. Paper just jumping in. It'll prove to be too useful because Donut does beat Tyler as well to the ball. I think it was. And oh my, almost in a little angle by Sky, but that is only barely saved by the post. Now Paper, can he beat Iron to the ball? He could, but he hit it straight into him instead of taking it round the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. All the Trailer Park girls go round the outside as Taylor takes the ball around the outside as well for the so many time in a row that I say that. I feel like a broken record, but Ozarn just centers it straight up. Tyler's forced to clear it out. Now has a little boost as well. Tries to pinch it, but could not really manage to get the pinch he wanted. And with an equalized score, it is going to be very possibly a one-goal game, as Donut does not want it to be an equalized score, and he makes his team go up 2-1. Fable ESPORTS, the team that are looking to keep their zero series loss ratio. I'm not quite sure about the games. I reckon they have not lost a single game, or I reckon they have lost a game somewhere in the circuit. Oh, and Donut, good positioning there. Now can go down the field as well. Can he pick up that corner boost? That was spawning. Yes, he did indeed. He can. And the Sky, can she get the shot? I said she because I don't know. I thought Sky was like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I will use he purely because the chances are higher. Sky, I do apologize if you are not a man. Please do tell me what I should refer to you as. I will make sure I will do so in my next cast. And anyone, if I use the wrong pronouns for you, please do let me know, and I will try and keep that in mind. Obviously I might forget, but I want to make everyone as comfortable and as welcome on my stream as Tyler wasn't really comfortable getting that out. But Sky also not comfortable saving that. And that was a good pass back to Donut. Donut up high. Can he go off the sidewall now? Can he beat Paper Puppy? Yes, he can. That centers. Iron Wolf was there, but misses the shot. Sky coming in from behind also misses off the backboard. But with only 10 seconds left, all they have to do is hold on for these final 6 seconds now. And Donut going in heavy for the demo. Misses the boost. That will go down the field a little bit. But can they keep it up? Can Kung Fu Mantis keep this ball up? But it's currently in the hand, but they can't keep it up. And Fable ESPORTS go ahead 1-0. Now we're ready up immediately and look to my bet stand and see that there's water, and apparently there are players in here from all over the place. Oh no, now they're ping all of something went down, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a server switch, because the ping was a little bit shafted, but I will be right back. Yeah, literally, you will see this video tonight as well, and I will have that's a little thing at the start as well that I'll be streaming right now. Yeah, I'll try and upload this literally before tonight, before I cast tonight, and I should manage to do so. Iron does get the clear out. Paper Puppy is right there for it though to return the favor of getting it back into their own half, or the opposing half rather, and down the field. Tyler missing, and it's not even. I think both these teams have a very good understanding of what they need to do. But once again, Ozarn recognizing that he had to go in there, but just misses the ball, and I think that's the main problem, which is something that's quite, or I say easily, but like that's fixed by just playing more and more. As long as you've got the good idea, you'll head. So for example, there you shouldn't double commit. But apart from that, I really like what I'm seeing positioning wise in this tier 6 match. There are teams higher up who definitely do it worse and who just hold ball chase, and right now it's quite a coherent unit coming in from both teams. I'll be disappointed that Donut didn't go for the corner boost steal there, but let's see how it pays off. A Sky centered it. Ozarn missed jump, but Paper Puppy was right there for it. Now Tyler tries to go down the field, also does not manage to do so because that is off to the side. He does grab the corner boost and gets it mid now. Ozarn, can he go up for that? 74 boost in the tank is not enough, and we'll hit it back to Paper Puppy. Paper Puppy now getting back into the opposing half, trying to go for the bomb. Tyler coming in from behind, that was almost on target, only barely misses the ball. And that is an attack recess. Sky just hits it up hard to Donut. Paper does get a block on it now as well. Iron. And that's something I like to see as well, that they're positioned for the potential mistakes of the opposing team. For some reason I thought that someone was following. I don't know why. I thought I heard my follower sound. That is, even though I'm not streaming. I mean, it could be that if one of the players follow now, you actually see your name pop up in chat. I'm pretty sure, or pop up on the screen. If you do want that, obviously they can't hear me, and this is all afterwards. And I'm not going to type to these players that they should do that as well. All of them missing it. Can anybody get that on target? No, not just yet. And Iron Wolf will try and clear that out. It doesn't get chased down for the demo as well, but he doesn't have it on top of his car perfectly. And the defense waiting patiently as well, just letting him do his thing, because they know that there's a very big chance that he's not going to keep it on top of his car. I thought it was almost on target, or that was almost on target indeed. And now Iron Wolf, can he read this? Yes, he can! Of the sidewall, he goes up for it, hits it to himself very nicely, and that is a nice little goal by Iron Wolf in this recorded session. And they do take the lead as well, so quite an important one as well. Donut says calculate. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but a little miscommunication in defense there. I think Tyler hit it past Paper. Ozarn helps Paper a little bit, or maybe it gets in his way. I'm not quite sure. It seemed as if it helps. No, Ozarn does get a touch on it. And Ozarn really struggling to get the touches that he wants to. Quite often missing a ball as well. That is only barely off target by Paper. Valiant effort though. Mid, can he reach any of his teammates? He tries to get it all the way across the field for Ozarn. Now ends up getting that boost, centering it as well. Donut, it clears it out, and all three defenders were on the goal line for that. Now Sky, can he do the same as Iron Wolf could? No, he can't. He misses the ball. Now Iron Wolf will show how to do it by unleashing a shot on target. That is saved by Paper Puppy though. 40 seconds left on the clock. There has to be something. That might be it. No, Sky does save it. Off to the side. Ozarn missing. Oh, it leaves the net open for Donut, but Donut takes it a little bit too quick and has missed. Now pass to Sky. Nicely using his boost to stay out of the way of the potential shot coming in as well. The counter also not happening, even though all the players from Fable Esports were completely out. Up high, Paper tries to go for the redirect, but that is ambitious. And I might be mistaken thinking about what tier this is, but I'm pretty sure this is around Plat 1. And honestly, these players have quite a good understanding of what to expect. Once again, on both teams, and I have to commend them for that. Really thoughtful gameplay instead of one of them just being an absolute monkey and trying to chase the ball down into oblivion. Don't having a bit of ping issues as well. I'll be getting that sorted. And into game number 3 we go. Important one for Kung Fu Mantis, because obviously they need this win to even have a chance at beating Fable Esports, a team that's currently undefeated. Also, in their sister team, who's in the same league, they do still have a matchup to play. I'm not quite sure when that's going to be happening. It should be somewhere this week as well. Tyler, can he open up the scoring? Only barely can't. And Paper off the backboard, also misses. Ozarn for the 3rd try, also not the charm this time. Let's go. It's up high. The defense struggling to clear it out for now. Tyler helps him a little bit, but Sky, can she be there in time? Or he? Donut just taking his time very nicely. 100 boost in the tank. He can get another hit on it, and he will do so indeed. Iron Wolf gets it past 2. Paper Puppy not in a raised position. Turns for it very nicely though. And now can he get on the counter by himself? No, because Donut is just right there. And Fable Esports playing incredibly defensive. Donut jumping in a little bit scared there, by wanting to make up for his mistake. Iron Wolf with a bit of help from Donut does get the clear out, but that was a little bit awkward. But with Tyler missing, they have some time to recuperate and get some boost in the tank again. Iron Wolf and Donut bumping Iron Wolf and then not going for the ball. That is absolutely shambolic. If you both go for the ball, at least one of you needs to continue it and not both back off. Tyler, I'm not quite sure what he's doing on the boost. Does he have ping issues? It doesn't seem to be the case. He might have controller issues, but that is something that we can't deal with. And with Paper Puppy chasing this down, he shouldn't be chasing this down. With 0 boost, you're going to put yourself out of the game completely. If they go on the counter, now Tyler has to put in massive work. He does indeed do so. But otherwise, that would have just been a goal, and purely because Paper Puppy just kept on chasing. Nice little bait in by Iron Wolf. Now centered. Is that a shot? Yes, that was. But Sky with a good save on it as well. And now Fable Esports, for I think the first time in a very awkward defensive situation where they struggle to get it out a little bit. They do finally end up getting it away, but they are under constant pressure. And you see that Kung Fu Mantis cranking up the boosters. Tyler can't get it on top of his car perfectly. It will drop mid for Ozarn. Ozarn tries to get a pass, but Iron Wolf with a good read. Now Paper Puppy up for it. Does clear it off to the side, and that is a very decent clear, but that was slowly rolling towards the target. Tyler once again with a clear. And Paper Puppy wanting to continue the attack together with Ozarn. Almost a passing play. Paper Puppy just couldn't really get it on target. And that offense will be shut down. And Ozarn seeming a little bit more consistent than he was in the first 2 games as well. Now Sky tries to go for the shot. Tyler does get the clear out. Paper is there for the collection as well. And in my opinion, Fable Esports is a little bit too defensive this current game. I'm just sitting really far back and not really doing anything to try and get some goals. Just these weak shots that are easily saved. So they do have 2 shots on target, but they need to crank that up. Or they can't rely on absolute bangers. Now the quick rotation needs to come in because Iron Wolf is up for it. Misses the ball, and that was a prime opportunity. Paper to mid. Tyler gets beat by Donut, and now Ozone with 0 boost and is in a very awkward position. 50's Iron Wolf completely out of the match, and Paper gonna get that on target. Now that is off the post, and Iron Wolf will get it out for now. It goes for the demo, but Tyler stands his ground. Does he have a chance against Donut? Tries to pinch and pass, also does not manage to do so. And what an attacking opportunity that was. Now is that just going to pinch in? No, luckily no, because that would have been one hell of a way. I mean, not necessarily to end it, but at least to put Fable in a very good position to end it. Paper now only barely beating Iron Wolf to that ball. And currently, I definitely think that this game is deserving of Kung Fu Mantis winning, but regardless, we will go into that overtime. So it doesn't matter who deserves to win. Right now, it is a golden goal situation. Whoever scores first wins this match. And I am curious to see who it is as Donut rips his shot. That is off the crossbar, though. Just a little bit of fumbling in defense. Ozarm can pop it up for himself. Donut is up for it as well. Ozarm following it quick, but Donut was there in time to get the save on it. Iron Wolf and Donut really fumbling, not really understanding what each other's plans are. And Iron Wolf once again jumping for that secondary man. Donut now has to clear it out. Does so way too late, and Ozarm will get it past him. Ozarm can get a center now as well. Donut was almost had to hit that. Luckily, his teammates were prepared for it. Now Donut down the line. Tyler does get a hit on it. Will he be able to pick up the 100 boost? Yes, he will be able to. But almost Donut at an absolute ridiculous angle. And we're 1 minute 20 into overtime now. I'm pretty sure that both these teams will get more stressed. Obviously, Fable Esports a little bit more, room to work with, purely because they do have that 2 series lead, and coming from Mantis, it's a goal and you're out. Obviously, a goal against you. Now, Paper saved by Iron Wolf though. And with 2 players going for that corner, Sky surely will be able to clear that out, and yes indeed, he will be able to. He had a 100 boost in the tank as well, decides not to use it and gets beat by Paper. Paper couldn't really get a fulfilling shot on target there. To the side, Donut is there, hits it to the backboard. Tyler actually does get the read, but he missed the read, and now Donut backing all the way off, not getting any pads on this rotation, and that is something that needs to change. The Sky hits this off the bar, and Iron Wolf misses it as well. But when you rotate it back, what you want to do is, there's a little diamond shape of small boost pads that you need to get over. You just need to get in that way, and it's like a boost highway, and that is what you want to get when you come back, because then also you'll be on rotation as well. Yeah, it's important that you pick a boost on the rotation back. And now Tyler almost getting the game in the back for his team, but that is saved by the post. Now Sky has a free shot, bottom right, saved by Ozarn. 3 minutes into overtime, and the chances are getting more desperate. The teams are getting more thirsty for a goal, and they are getting closer and closer, but they're also risking more, as you see. Now, Kung Fu Mantis had the first chance, missed it, and all of a sudden Fable Esports opened up the second chance. So the chances are getting better, but they're also getting more risky, and then a goal is looming within the next minute when these teams start making more and more risky plays to try and get a goal on the board. Well, as we had 4 minutes into overtime almost, you can definitely say that these teams are very, very rivaled. And I would love to see them in the playoffs as well. Puppy to mid. Iron Wolf is on the backboard. It's a triple man clear. And Iron Wolf will be the man who follows it up. And now Sky gets doinked by Ozarn. Looks like Donut reads his teammate missing. Ozarn tries to go off the ceiling, and he's really coming into it more. Ozarn has. In the first two matches, he missed some important balls, but now he's hitting quite consistently. And I think Fable will be the one who loses this matchup purely because Ozarn is playing well. And indeed, as I say it, I say the matchup, but I'm in game. Almost 5 minutes into overtime, Ozarn with an incredible pass. As I was talking about how he was playing well as well. Ozarn passes it to Tyler, and Tyler does get it in, and they do get 2-1 in this series. And this is going to be something. Fable Esports needed to break out of defense more than they currently did. Currently, they really did not break out of defense at any point, and there were only like 2 or 3 realistic chances that they had. So that's something they need to work on. They have got the defensive style. I'm not quite sure what that is. But yeah, they have got the defensive style. Now all they need is the counter offense as well. And was I the one who didn't join up or didn't ready up? I do apologize if that is the case. And we can get the 4th game kicked off almost instantly with a goal for Fable Esports. But the clear does get made, and now Iron Wolf. And the offense. I don't know how they could have heard me. Are they looming in my room? I really hope not. That'd be really creepy. But they turned up the offense instantly. Iron Wolf, can he beat the defenders to it? Yes, he can. He misses the side boost though. Now it puts himself in an awkward position by rotating underneath the ball as well. Paper, can he get it past Iron? Iron is still on 0 boost, so Donut has to clear this out. Doesn't do too well, but Sky will pop that up very nicely off the wall. That is a good hit by Paper as well. Donut, 6 boost in the tank for him. And Iron Wolf too far back in defense. Oh my, that almost got past him. And that was a little bit too close as well. A Donut, free shot. Ozarn blocks it. Ozarn now, nice cutting as well. Almost got it past Sky. Now that is a great center. Donut misses the open net. You had so much time to just put it in, and he misses. And it would have been an imperative goal. And I struggle with my words here as well, because imperative is quite a difficult word to say, and I have to think whether it would actually be the correct word to use. But yes, it is. There would have been imperative, because then they could have played that defensive style that locked up the defense for really long, and instead they go down one. An absolutely horrendous scenes for Fable Esports right now. Paper with a nice consistent hit on the ball there. A lot of power behind it. And there's the equalizer. As I was taking a sip, I do very much apologize, but Iron Wolf will be the one who makes it. Tight angle, but scores it nonetheless. Towards the mid. Donut has another free shot. This popping down. Whoa, Paper with a really good read on it. Now Iron Wolf missing. Paper, can he get that down the line? Donut's really awkward. Doesn't get a hit on it, but Paper chases that down, and Paper all the way from the back line. The one who makes this play. Clears it out. It hits it awkwardly at Donut, and Donut is struggling to clear that out, and Paper will just force it in. Up high, Ozarn is up for it. Can he get that on target? Almost could. Well, that is only barely up wide. This guy to Ozarn. Ozarn misses. Now Iron Wolf put it to the backboard. Donut also missing it. Now Sky could get it. Far post, or I'm not quite sure because it was in the middle, but post and in. And this is actually near post. And a good equalizer coming out from Fable. Fable proving that they can be offensive as well. They can show themselves in offense. Iron Wolf to Donut. That at first looked like a bad hit, but it ended up being a pretty decent pass. Ozarn trying for that a little bit late, but Tyler was there, misses the shot though. I think Sky would have been back for the save as well. Now Ozarn gets beat by Sky. Donut can't beat Paper, and Paper will go down the line again. But Donut, very good positioning. Good read on where his opponent was going to go with that one. Tyler does get the read in the corner this time. Will take it down the field. That just pops off the wall. Ozarn can set up a bounce shot. Instead fakes it out. And that doesn't prove to be the most useful fake, because somehow this is pinching almost on target, and Ozarn is forced to save it. And now go way closer. Now Donut all of a sudden gets the free ball. And with that, the lead for his team. And where was the entire defense going for this, Tyler? You needed to continue on that ball. You needed to be the man blocking that. Instead, you gave Donut a free shot, and he does get that winning, or not winning yet, but he does get that leading goal. Now misses the ball as well. Sky is on 0 boost. Gets lucky that Tyler missed that corner. Now can he beat Tyler as well to that ball? No, Tyler passes to Iron Wolf. Iron Wolf has an open net, and that is 4-2. Taking the lead now after going down 2 times in this matchup. They do take the lead by 2 goals now. And can they run away with it? Can they continue this superiority? Because right now it seems that they are the team who is reigning the field right now. And as I just said as well, they can lock up the defense, which is absolutely great for them as well. But Paper breaking open that defense, absolutely tearing it apart together with Ozarn. That second touch by Ozarn, so unexpected, and then Paper there for the finish as well. And now Fable must be getting a little bit scared because, well, all of a sudden there's only 1 goal in it again, and 1 minute 10 on the clock. And they need to keep on playing the same way they did and not play a very defensive style, because at this point, Kung Fu have nothing to lose. And if you've got nothing to lose, it doesn't really matter if you concede another goal, because offense is the only thing that matters at this point. Obviously, you should not do stupid overcommits, but in theory, they won't lose this by playing defense. Or in reality and theory. That's a decent shot by Sky. That does actually go in as well, and oh my! That is a 2-goal lead with 40 seconds left on the clock. And this is looking very, very good for Fable Esports to take this home in 4. That's a good kickoff though. Tyler misses it, and that could have been an absolutely boomer of a kickoff to get them immediately back into it. Instead, now they're struggling in front of the net. Donut has 9 boosts in the tank, will not be able to go for that, but that bounces awkwardly. And all this is just time wastage, or time off the clock for Fable Esports, and obviously for Kung Fu Mantis. But It favors Kung Fu Esports, or it favors from Fable Esports. I do apologize. Now, that being said, but Donut as well is almost a nail in the coffin unless they can get this attack home, and they can with 3 seconds left on the clock. That will be game towards Fable Esports. And Fable Esports finish it off in the 4th game. Indeed. And a decent match nonetheless. But yes, I will be live as well as soon as this is uploaded on YouTube. Once again, if you're still watching. So make sure to go and check that out. And I'll see you guys later.